Welcome back to Smart Income Masters, where we help you, make money smarter. And today we're diving deep into something pretty cool. It's, Google's Notebook LM, this free AI tool. And it can actually help you, I think, generate some income online. And I've been kind of experimenting with it myself lately.
Yeah, what's fascinating about Notebook LM is that it's not just another one of those AI writing tools, you
Yeah.
know? It kind of goes beyond just generating text. It can like summarize content, right? From, websites, videos, articles, really anything. And then it uses that understanding to, well, to answer your questions, brainstorm ideas and even create different kinds of content for you.
Right. And the fact that, it's free from Google, I mean, that makes this powerful AI tech really accessible to everyone. But I think what I found really interesting is how many people are still sleeping on this tool. I mean, early adoption could be a real, I think, game changer.
Absolutely. There's a real like first mover advantage right now. So let's jump into some specific ways you can use Notebook LM to, well, to potentially make money online.
Okay, let's unpack this. So I've been exploring different methods, and one that really kind of struck me was how Notebook LM can help with advertising copy. I actually tried this out with a microfiber pillow I was promoting. I just took the product description from a website, and I fed it to Notebook LM.
And what happened?
It was amazing. It pulled out all the key features and benefits,
Yeah.
and even helped me identify like the main selling points
Yeah.
to really focus on in my ad copy. It saved me so much time and effort, and the copy ended up being like super compelling.
Yeah, that's a great example of how Notebook LM can take something that's usually, really time consuming and just like streamline it, right? Freeing you
Yeah,
up to focus on the bigger picture.
exactly. And then there's content repurposing. So remember that blog post I wrote about the best things to do in Nara, Japan? Well, I used Notebook LM to turn that long post into like short, snappy Facebook posts that link back to my blog.
So you essentially use the AI to create like, bite-sized content that then drove traffic back to your original piece.
Exactly. And you know what? It actually worked. I saw a noticeable increase in traffic to my blog after using those AI generated, social media posts.
Yeah, that's a perfect illustration of how Notebook LM can help you, work smarter, not harder, right? You're leveraging the AI to maximize the reach of your existing content.
And this brings up a really important point. It's not about just copying and pasting what the AI, spits out. It's about using it as the foundation and then, adding your own personal touch, your own like style and insights. That's what makes your content unique and valuable.
Absolutely. The AI is a tool, right? Not a replacement for your own creativity and expertise.
Now, let's talk about something that can be a real pain point for content creators, SEO keyword research. So I was working on an article about tarot cards for
Yeah.
beginners and decided to see how Notebook LM could help. So I found a top ranking article from a competitor and plugged the URL into Notebook LM and asked it to pull out the top SEO keywords they were using.
So you essentially got a glimpse into their keyword strategy. That's incredibly valuable.
Right. It's like having a secret weapon. Instead of
Yeah.
guessing which keywords to target, I could see exactly what was working for my competitors and then optimize my own content accordingly.
Yeah, that's a brilliant way to use Notebook LM to gain a competitive edge in the search rankings.
And here's where it gets really exciting. Lead magnets. You know how important building an email list is for any online business, right?
Mm.
Well, lead magnets are a fantastic way to do that, but creating valuable content for a lead magnet can take a lot of time.
I I see where you're going with this.
I wanted to create a lead magnet about um, family-friendly travel destinations in Japan. So, I gathered a bunch of articles on the topic and fed them to Notebook LM, and I asked it to, summarize the top destinations and key takeaways.
And what did you get?
A perfectly structured outline,
Hmm.
highlighting all the main points and destinations, which I then used as the foundation for my lead magnet. It was like having a research assistant, do all the heavy lifting for me.
That's incredibly efficient and it allows you to focus on, what you do best, adding your personal insights and crafting a compelling narrative around the information.
Exactly. I could then add, my own experiences, recommendations, tips, creating a unique and valuable resource that people actually, wanted to download.
That's a fantastic example of how Notebook LM can help you create, high quality content that attracts leads and grows your audience.
And it doesn't stop there.
Yeah.
What if you want to create something more substantial, like a paid online course or guide. This is where NotebookLM really shines.
Let me guess, you tried this out too.
Of course, I've always been passionate about mindfulness and stress relief, so I thought, why not, create a guide on this topic? I gathered all sorts of articles, videos, even, some of my own notes, and plugged them into NotebookLM.
That's a lot of information to process. So what did you ask it to do?
I asked it to summarize and organize this information into a guide on mindfulness for stress relief. And you know what? It delivered.
Really? What did the output look like?
It was incredible. It gave me a structured outline with potential chapters, subtopics, even, bullet points for key takeaways within each section. It was like having a roadmap for creating the entire guide.
That's a game changer for anyone who's ever felt overwhelmed by the process of, creating a course or a guide, right? It takes all the guesswork out of structuring the content.
Exactly. And again, it's important to emphasize that this is just, the starting point. You still need to add your own unique insights, experiences, and expertise to make the content, truly valuable. But NotebookLM gives you this solid foundation to build upon.
It's like having an AI co-author, who helps you organize your thoughts and get the ball rolling.
Now, up until this point, we've been focusing on my personal experience with, using NotebookLM for income generation. But I also came across some really interesting perspectives on how to, monetize this tool in even more innovative ways.
Oh, this is where it's interesting. Tell me more.
One of the things that stood out to me was the idea of leveraging NotebookLM to provide, services to others. So, for example, there are a lot of businesses, coaches, and consultants out there who, struggle to create consistent, high-quality content.
We're talking about things like, newsletters, blog posts, social media updates.
Exactly. Many people simply don't have the time or, the skills to write engaging content on a regular basis.
So how does NotebookLM fit into this?
You can actually use NotebookLM to create this content for them. You could, position yourself as a content writing specialist who uses AI to streamline the process.
That's a brilliant idea. You could, take their existing materials, feed them to NotebookLM, and generate, high quality drafts for them. Then you would add your own human touch to refine the output and ensure it aligns with their brand voice.
Exactly. And the beauty of this is that it can be a recurring revenue stream. You could offer, weekly or monthly content creation packages, providing ongoing value to your clients.
Yeah, that's a really smart way to leverage the power of AI to build a sustainable business. It's like having a team of virtual writers working for you around the clock.
And there's another service that I think is really interesting, and that's creating course enhancement materials.
Course enhancement materials. What do you mean by that?
A lot of online course creators struggle with student engagement and completion rates.
Yeah.
People sign up for courses with great intentions, but then, life gets in the way and they never finish the course.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been there myself. It can be really frustrating to invest in a course and then never, get the full value from it.
And it's a huge problem for course creators because it, directly impacts their revenue. So here's the idea. You can offer to create supplementary materials that enhance the learning experience and keep students, engaged.
Like what kinds of materials are we talking about?
Think workbooks, cheat sheets, interactive quizzes, even, audio summaries of the key points from each lesson.
That's a great idea. These kinds of materials can make a huge difference in helping students, absorb and retain the information.
And it adds so much value to the course itself. Course creators would be willing to pay for these services because it helps them, deliver a better learning experience and potentially increase their sales.
So it's a win-win for everyone involved. The students get a better learning experience. The course creator gets more engaged students and potentially higher revenue, and you get to generate income by providing a valuable service.
Exactly. And this is just scratching the surface of what's possible. We're just getting warmed up.
I'm already feeling inspired. So what other innovative ideas are out there?
Well, stick with us because in the next part of our deep dive, we're going to explore some even more, audacious strategies for monetizing NotebookLM. We're talking about things like creating AI-powered audiobooks and podcasts, and even tapping into the vast library of public domain books to generate income.
Wow, that sounds fascinating. I can't wait to hear more.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after a quick message. And don't forget to subscribe to Smart Income Masters for more insights on how to make money smarter,
Welcome back to Smart Income Masters.
where we help you make money smarter. Before we took a quick break, we were talking about how NotebookLM can actually be a service you offer to others.
Right, and the possibilities are, I mean, really mind-blowing once you start thinking, outside the traditional content creation box.
Right. We were talking about, creating content for businesses and enhancing online courses, but now I want to get into something I think is super innovative: AI-powered audiobooks and podcasts. And I've actually been playing around with this myself.
Okay, I'm intrigued. So, how are you using Notebook LM to create audiobooks and podcasts?
Well, so I discovered that there's this, like, treasure trove of public domain books out there, just waiting to be brought to life in a new format. These are books that are no longer under copyright, so anyone can use them, freely.
Wow, that's a gold mine of content. But how does Notebook LM fit into this?
You can actually use NotebookLM to convert these public domain books into audiobooks or podcasts. It's pretty simple. So you choose a book that aligns with your interests, or a niche you want to target.
So, for example, if you're passionate about personal development, you could choose a classic like Think and Grow Rich.
Exactly. And then you just you feed the book to NotebookLM, and it does the rest. It extracts the chapters, summarizes the key takeaways, and even narrates the text for you, creating a series of podcast episodes.
Wait, so you're saying I could create an entire audiobook or podcast series without ever having to like record my own voice?
That's the beauty of it. Now, you can always add your own intro, outro, or commentary if you like, but the core content can be entirely AI generated.
That's mind-blowing. It's like having a virtual narrator at your fingertips. But how do you actually make money from these audiobooks or podcasts?
Oh, there are a ton of options. You can publish your podcast on platforms like Spotify or Apple Podcasts, and potentially earn money through sponsorships or listener donations, or you could also create a membership program where people pay for exclusive bonus episodes.
And what about audiobooks? Where would you sell those?
Platforms like Audible or Gumroad would be great options. You could even create physical copies and sell them through your own website or online marketplaces.
The possibilities are endless. And the best part is that this is a very scalable business model. You can create multiple audiobook or podcast series, each targeting a different niche or interest.
Exactly. Imagine having a whole library of AI-powered audio content, all generating income on autopilot. But even if you don't want to build a content empire, this is still a fantastic way to dip your toes into the world of audio content creation without a ton of effort.
Yeah, I'm really starting to see the potential here. But let's not forget about, the ethical considerations we discussed earlier. So how can we ensure we're using Notebook LM responsibly when creating this type of content?
Yeah, that's super important. First of all, always double check the copyright status of any book before you use it, even if you think it's in the public domain.
Right. It's better to be safe than sorry.
And even though the AI is, doing the heavy lifting, it's still essential to review the output carefully, make
Sure.
sure the narration is accurate, the tone is appropriate, and and the overall quality is high.
Yeah, you want to avoid any embarrassing mispronunciations or factual errors. And while the technology has come a long way, it's always good to listen for any robotic or unnatural sounding phrases.
Exactly. It's all about finding the right balance between AI efficiency and maintaining a human touch. Now, before we move on, I want to circle back to the idea of course enhancement materials. I think this is such a valuable service that more people should be offering.
I agree. There's a huge demand for this, especially as the online learning market continues to grow.
And NotebookLM can be a game changer for anyone who wants to provide these services. I've actually started offering this to a few course creators I know, and the response has been amazing.
So what kind of materials have you been creating?
Oh, everything from workbooks and cheat sheets to interactive quizzes and even audio summaries of the key points from each lesson. I've also been experimenting with creating, Notion templates that help students stay organized and track their progress.
That's brilliant. These kinds of materials can really take a course to the next level and help students get more out of the learning experience.
And the course creators love it because it helps them, improve their student satisfaction and completion rates, which can, lead to more sales.
So how do you actually go about finding clients for this type of service?
There are a few different, approaches you can take. You can start by reaching out to course creators whose courses you've personally taken and enjoyed.
Hmm.
If you, found their content valuable but felt it could benefit from some, additional support materials, chances are other students feel the same way.
Yeah, that's a great starting point. You already have a relationship with the creator and can speak to the value of their course from, personal experience.
You can also browse online course platforms and look for courses that, seem like good candidates for enhancement. Look for courses with high enrollment numbers but potentially low completion rates, and that suggests there's an opportunity to improve the learning experience and potentially boost those completion rates.
That's a clever strategy. And once you've identified some, potential clients, how do you approach them?
Well, I usually offer a free sample workbook or cheat sheet based on a small section of their content.
Mhm.
That way they can, see the quality of my work and get a feel for how it could, enhance their course.
Yeah, that's a smart way to showcase your skills and demonstrate the value you can bring.
And you know what? Most course creators are incredibly receptive to this. They're always looking for ways to, improve their courses and provide more value to their students.
So it's a win-win-win situation. The students get a better learning experience, the course creator gets more engaged students and potentially higher revenue, and you get to generate income by doing something you enjoy.
Exactly. And the best part is that once you've, established a system for creating these materials, you can scale your services and work with multiple clients simultaneously.
This is what we call making money smarter, folks. But before we wrap up this segment of our deep dive, let's talk about pricing.
Yes, pricing is always an important consideration. When it comes to course enhancement services, you have a few options.
So what are some of the common pricing models?
Well, you can charge a flat fee per deliverable, such as a set price for a workbook, cheat sheet, or quiz. You can also offer, package deals like a full course enhancement package that includes a combination of materials for a higher price.
That makes sense. And you could even offer, ongoing support, such as updating materials as the course evolves or creating new resources based on student feedback.
Exactly. That's a great way to build long-term relationships with your clients and generate, recurring revenue. The key is to find a pricing structure that feels, fair to you and your clients while also reflecting the value you bring to the table.
So much valuable information to digest. I'm starting to see how Notebook LM is not just an AI tool, but a gateway to a whole new world of online income opportunities.
And we're not done yet. In the final part of our deep dive, we'll explore some additional strategies and address some of the common, questions and concerns people have about using AI effectively.
Yeah.
Stick with us because we're about to unlock even more secrets to making money smarter with Notebook LM.
Don't forget to subscribe to Smart Income Masters so you don't miss out on the final part of the series,
Welcome back to Smart Income Masters.
where we help you make money smarter. We've been on quite a journey exploring Notebook LM.
Right. It's amazing how much ground we've covered everything from, crafting better ad copy to creating entire audiobooks, even helping online courses become more effective.
But I think it's important to step back for a moment and address some of the questions and concerns people often have about AI, especially when it comes to using it responsibly and effectively.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, AI is such a hot topic right now, and it's easy to get caught up in the hype without, really thinking about the bigger picture.
Exactly. One of the biggest worries people have is that that AI will replace human jobs.
It's a valid concern. We've seen technology, disrupt industries in the past. So it's natural to wonder if AI will have a similar impact.
While it's true that AI can automate certain tasks, I don't think it's about replacing humans. It's more about augmenting our capabilities.
So instead of seeing AI as a threat, we should view it as a powerful tool that can help us work smarter and focus on what we do best.
Precisely. It's about collaboration, not competition, right? But that brings us to the question of responsibility. So how do we ensure we're using AI ethically?
Transparency is key when you say if you're using AI to create content, be upfront about it. Don't try to pass it off as your own original work.
Absolutely. Transparency builds trust with your audience and clients, right? It also helps, demystify AI and encourages a more informed conversation about its role in our world.
And of course, accuracy is paramount. So AI tools are powerful, but they're not perfect.
Right.
Always double check any information generated by AI and make sure it's factually correct.
Yeah, don't just blindly accept what the AI produces. Use your own knowledge and judgment to ensure the information is accurate and reliable.
And then there's the question of plagiarism, which is a big concern with any AI tool that that generates text. We need to be extra careful to avoid even unintentional plagiarism.
Right. Always run AI generated content through a plagiarism checker, even if you've heavily edited it. And remember, even if the content is technically unique, it's still important to add your own voice and perspective.
It's about making the content truly your own, not just a regurgitation of what the AI produced.
I think that's a crucial point. AI should be a tool to enhance our creativity, not replace it.
Speaking of tools, there's been an explosion of AI detection tools lately, all claiming to spot AI-generated content.
Yeah, it's become a bit of an arms race, hasn't it?
It has, and while these tools can be useful in some cases, they're not foolproof. They can make mistakes, both false positives and false negatives.
So how do we navigate this this ever evolving landscape?
Well, the best approach is to focus on creating high quality content that sounds human and authentic.
Yeah, don't try to trick the detection tools. Focus on writing in your own voice and style, just as you would if you weren't using AI.
And remember, even if AI helps you write faster, you still need to bring your own ideas, insights, and experiences to the table.
Yeah, that's what will ultimately make your content stand out and resonate with your audience.
Right. As we wrap up this deep dive into Notebook LM, I think it's important to remember that this is it's just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
AI is evolving rapidly, and the possibilities are truly limitless.
It's an exciting time to be a content creator, entrepreneur, or anyone who's passionate about learning and exploring new ideas.
And Notebook LM is just one example of how AI can empower us to to create, innovate, and generate income in ways we never thought possible.
And as we continue to explore and experiment with these tools, it's crucial that we do so responsibly and ethically.
We need to be mindful of the potential impact of AI on society and work together to ensure it's used for good.
Ultimately, AI is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill. It's up to us to guide its development and use in a way that benefits humanity.
Well said. I think that's a perfect note to end on. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the world of Notebook LM and online income generation. If you've enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to subscribe to Smart Income Masters for more insights on how to make money smarter. Until next time, keep learning, keep creating, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.